What's up, guys? Today I want to show you how to literally double your loot from these Zone Recon missions. Basically, these things can drop very important crafting materials and specific amorphous patterns that you may need for Descendants and guns. So this video will be extremely helpful as you will be able to double your drops from these. So these missions can be kind of a pain to farm out sometimes, and even have these special rewards at the bottom that require you to successfully infiltrate them. What this means is basically that you need to hack all of the machines in a certain time limit after you have been detected. This can be incredibly hard to do, sometimes maybe even impossible, so I'm going to show you how to successfully do this every single time. The only thing you are going to need to do this is Sharen, the stealth spy descendant. So her abilities do all sorts of cool things, but the one that really matters to us is this camouflage ability right here. And this basically allows her to go invisible to any enemy nearby without being detected. So if you use this ability when entering these missions, you will not be seen by the mobs and can therefore hack every terminal without being detected, and this will essentially allow you to double the loot you gain from these every single time, making farming for any drop in these missions much more efficient. So just as an example, if we go to, let's say, Ultimate Lepic, and then say we want these Ultimate Lepic enhanced cells, you can see there's a bunch of amorphous materials, but the ones with the highest drop chance usually tend to come from these Zone Recon missions, and this one right here happens to come from the Agna Desert Vermilion Waste Vulgus Strategic Outpost. And if we just click on that, it'll show us exactly where it is on the map. So that is this mission right here. And we'll see it's amorphous material pattern 26. And we have a normal 20% chance to get it. But then at the bottom, we also have another 5 to 20% chance of getting it if we successfully infiltrate. So let's just do this mission quickly and I'll show you guys exactly how this works. So we'll just teleport here. Now that we're here, we'll just run to the mission quickly. Now I would recommend doing this on private mode, as sometimes there will be people here and they can actually ruin the infiltration because they are not stealthed. So when we get here, we're actually going to want to activate our camouflage ability with C on PC. Then we'll go invisible and you're going to run in here and run around to all these terminals and hack them with that. So A, B, then the last one. So that's all four. And then the boss spawns and you just kill the boss. And then we just get, there we go, we got 2 drops, 3 drops even. So we get the amorphous material pattern, a mod, and the crafting materials. And that is all mostly because we infiltrated this operation successfully. Now, when you guys try to do this, it might not go as well, and that is because you actually need to increase the duration of this ability by quite a bit in order to do this successfully. So quickly, before I hop into the build, I want to mention that I'm currently trying to hit 100 subscribers, and we are over 3/4 of the way there currently. So if you guys would consider hitting that sub button down below, that would mean a ton. Thank you. So guys, this is the build I have been using for Sharen in order to farm these things out. The only thing that is really important is skill duration, as this will allow us to increase the duration of our camouflage ability over here. So I'm using skill extension and maximize duration, which together are giving me a ton of skill duration. You don't need to exactly use these two. I would just recommend trying to get the camouflage ability over 15 seconds in order to do all of these missions comfortably. I'm also going to mention Sharen is not a very tanky character, so ideally you run some mods that will make you tankier, like enhanced HP and defense. The build is definitely not perfect, so I would mess around with your own to try to optimize it further. I'm sure there's a bunch of other options out there, and if you have an energy catalyst, using it on her might not be the worst idea, just to make her even tankier, as she is quite hard to keep alive in hard mode. Also, you are going to want to level her up at least until her camouflage ability is level 4, because it will actually increase its base duration up to 10 seconds at level 4, which is quite a buff from the level 1 duration. And I think that only requires something like level 23, which isn't that bad. So I would like to also mention that these Zone Recon missions have a 5-minute cooldown, as you can see right there. and that can actually be skipped sometimes if you change the difficulty from normal to hard and then back to normal. So if we just do that quickly. Okay, now we're back in normal, and you can see there is no cooldown on this Zone Recon mission over here. So that's just a quick tip in order to speed this farm up even more. So guys, that's about everything you need to know in order to do this. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button down below. It means a lot to me, and keep on grinding.